Hey guys, Doofin21 here, and you're probably wondering what all this is about. Yeah, I got a Halloween costume party I have to go to later today, and I'm just getting ready for it. And yeah, and so if you can't tell who I am, I'm sorry. I know and for those of you who can try to tell who I'm trying to be, I know everything's not exactly right, but I was working with what I got. Anyways, let's talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I mean Power Rangers Super Samurai. Um, Trickster Treat? I'm just gonna call it what it really is. Padding the episode. I... o- How do you make a Halloween special? Two Halloween specials in one season, one of which is a clip show, and the clip show's the better one. I mean, really? And is this episode supposed to take place earlier or later? Because wasn't at the end of last episode Xandrid still sleeping and the end of the world was happening? Cause unless an episode aired that I didn't see, um, that's still going on. Huh. But in this episode, Xandrid's awake, talking with Octoroo, and nobody mentions anything about the end of the world. Okay, so let's begin at the beginning. They talk about the Nylock and all its dream thing. And didn't they already try to mess with the people's dreams before? Didn't they try it? There was an episode, Broken Dreams. Didn't they try this plan already? I mean, sure, it worked better for other villains when they redid their plans in a little different way. Didn't really work out for you this time. Huh, go figure. Anyways, and then they all start out, and then the first time you see the Rangers, okay, so there's these people in costumes running away from Moogers, and what is was this all stuff from the Sentai that they cut out of the American version? Because when you first see the Rangers this time, there's like a thing with their symbol on them, and people pull it away to reveal the Rangers, and I'm just like, what? And then the Rangers are all in costumes like that, and at first I was all like, what? But then later in the episode when they're saying their Zords, I go, ah, that's what they were doing. Oh. And was that Kevin's dream? Because for the first part of it, it sort of made him look out to be awesome. Like everyone thought Kevin was the best at everything. So, there's that and what? And then they Rangers figure out something's weird's going on and he switches them to a dance thing and everybody but Mia's there because that girl was not Mia. I could tell that that was not Mia. They tried their best to hide it, or maybe that was how it was in the actual Sentai, but that was not Mia. That was somebody else. Was that the Sentai Pink Ranger? Whatever her name was? I don't know. This is all just so. Whoa. Okay. What was that? That was all just, okay. Yeah, and I had high hopes for this episode because of the commercials focusing on that and then all questioning all that stuff. But the actual episode just seemed confused as to what it wanted to be. And it's all really, it's all really, okay, okay, calm down, calm down. Okay, so, I don't know. it all just boring is what it is. I can't really talk about it since nothing happens. You could take this episode. This episode could not have been made, and there would be no difference in anything. Nothing is accomplished. I mean, you could say that about a lot of filler episodes, granted, but I mean, this is supposed to be a Halloween special, but it fails. Like, you, you should have just done another clip show featuring newer villains. And granted, people will call it a remake of the first clip show you did, but the reading the summary for the second Christmas episode they're doing, it's probably going to be a remake of the first Christmas special they did for Samurai, another clip show with featuring memories since they get trapped in the Megazord. They're just going to be remembering all the good times, hoping they can make it up for Christmas, which we know they will. It's a kids show. And really, and I think, granted, if they had a clip show featuring the villains trading places would be figured, and that would make this episode worse than it already is. Because, I mean, while this episode is boring, it's not as bad as Trading Places, which I hate boring stuff. And trade, especially whether it be intentional or not. But Trading Places was just bad. At least I think so. There are some fans of it, but anyway, then after the music thing, they slow motion Jaden, and they thought it was so good they did it twice. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention earlier when they were dressed up like their Zords. Yeah, they're not Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. At least Mia isn't anyways, because she's not coming out of her shell tour. Yeah, I referenced that. Although the Nickelodeon seemed to think it was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's why I called it that at the beginning, since every time it was like after a commercial, it would always go, up next, Kung Fu Panda. Now, more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Air Power Rangers. I know they did a crossover in space, but the two don't really look the same. I mean, compare the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to the Power Rangers. Do they look the same? But anyways, and then they go fighting, and Mia finally appears in the episode. And apparently she's the smartest one there because she realizes something weird's going on when the editor starts rewinding and replaying the footage back again like a sports replay or something like that. Yeah. And so and they fight. And they use the full 2 minute long morphing sequence because they obviously didn't write a full episode. Yeah, I just love it when they have to pad out the episode with the full morphing sequence. Although that did give the episode's best line. I'll grant it that. Because after they get done, the Nylock, Trickster, I think is what he's called, says, I know it's Halloween, but that was the longest that was the longest costume change I've ever seen. Yes! Okay! Yes! That was a huge problem. I hate it when they have to use the full morphing sequence because it takes forever. It always seems like in these bad episodes, the Nylocks get. It always seems like in the boring episodes, the Nylocks get the best lines because they're making fun of the Rangers and everything they do. Which, if it's bad or boring, you sort of agree with them. I mean, like that line in the Sticks and Stones where Kevin was boring, people agreed with that and stuff. Huh. And, yeah. Then they fight, and they fight, and they fight. Inception. They fight, they fight, they fight, they fight, they fight. They get out of the dream. Turns out they're in another dream. Inception, like I said. In fact, I'm pretty sure the way the episode went, it seemed like only the scenes in the Sanzu River actually happened. Or maybe a little bit before that, maybe like a little bit towards the end. Like maybe a minute of the actual episode takes place in the real world and everything else is just a dream. In a dream within a dream, in a dream within 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 a dream. But it was just so boring. Oh, ow, head, ow, oh, ow, oh. So yeah. Episode ends with them defeating the Nylok. And Octoroo wants to make caramel apples. Because of course the Nylok eat caramel apples. I think they did a joke like that in the first Halloween episode too, where Octoroo asked for something. I don't know. I don't care. This episode was so boring and I had such high hopes for it because the commercials seemed interesting, but the interesting stuff wasn't there in the beginning. It was there for the part when they were dressed up and singing, and it disappeared. You had something going with them switching between weird dream type things. That was a good idea. But then you take it away before the second. You take it away like before the first part is even over, pretty much. And you could have done a lot more. It's just so boring. I'm really tired now because of the episode, the weird things that have been going on. I don't know why. Who's. Oh, I think I know what it is. Testing again. Well, I guess. Let's do within 21. Saying bye, I guess. Oh, sir, the tests were a complete success. Good, 19. Yes. We were able to get his anger levels up to 3,000%, and we're temporarily able to control him, but he's getting really good at calming himself down, sir. But you know. Yes, I know we can't delete him, but. But what? What are we gonna do about 21? I mean, he's the only one of us that. Look, I know. Just keep on working. Yes, sir. I understand. Dewey Finn 21. The only clone